Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student-athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Hill has the open look. Kaminsky, the pass to Hill. Inside, second shot opportunity. Kaminsky misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Now here is Hill. Pass to Decker for 3. Terry grabs the board. On defense, Wisconsin.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Kansas. And so it's both teams making substitutions here. Jhonson, he's in at point guard. And it's Jenkins in at shooting guard. Peyton dishes to Evans. They set the pick. To the middle. Here's Hawkins. No good. Some solid defense from Jhonson. And the Jayhawks with possession.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And for the Badgers, we've got Kaminsky. Peyton is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 spot. That's good from Jhonson. Wisconsin trails by 5. Hawkins kicks to Peyton. Passes to Hawkins. Evans up top. Terry covering. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Shot is no good. So the Badgers will take it the other way.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
Decker with it. He's picked up by Jenkins. Decker passes to Evans. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison come to mind.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Duncan's checked in.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Jhonson goes in, and he jams it with authority.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Oubre with the steal. And here we go. The Jayhawks with a fast break. Drops in the breakaway layup. Oubre's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jayhawks.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Back to Duncan. Terry's setting the pick for Duncan. He kicks to Gaines. Jhonson against Hawkins from 17 feet out. Jhonson can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Oh, he hits it! And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll see you right back here after the break to start. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Jhonson in at point guard. Also Duncan out there. And it's Terry in at the power forward. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4-man position. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
There's the screen. And it's Kaminsky, top of the key. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part,
teams changing it up here. Jhonson with it. He's got 7. Pass to Jenkins. Dishes it to Gaines. Jhonson outside. Jenkins with it. He's against Hill. Jhonson gets the bucket.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Jhonson, he's in at shooting guard. Also Williams out there, and it's Gaines in at the center. Williams dishes to Jenkins. Back to Williams. Jhonson from outside. And again, Kansas with the triple.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Hawkins kicks to Walker. Rebound by Gaines. Gaines has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jhonson outside. Back to Williams. Gaines the pass to Jenkins. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Another miss by Jhonson. Wisconsin trails by 4. Decker with it, and it's Jhonson picking him up. Hawkins kicks to Walker. Shot is off.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
The dish to Williams. Jhonson for 3. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Some changes for Kansas. Terry's checked in, and Oubre subbed in for Jenkins. Wisconsin trails by 7. 1:16 left to play here in the second half. Hawkins kicks to Evans. Good work defensively by Terry. And so here's Kansas. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
So Wisconsin ends up going with the new group. Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at them.
The whole knockout blow.
Outside Gibson. Here's Fisher. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on it.
And so the Jayhawks take the win. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under. All